What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, your host of MrGentleman Like That Podcast, and this week's sponsorship is from Newsly. Newsly is a all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up web articles about the most trending topics on the web at any given moment and read them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time in ever on the internet, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. Browse articles from topic you choose, start playing, start scrolling, and start listening. You can follow any topics as you specifically as you like, from sports, science to Bitcoin, even for the Kardashians. It will find you on the latest article and you read them to you out loud. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 50 countries. Our podcast, MrGentleman Like That Podcast, is on there as well. Yes, it is. Shout out to Newsly for that. I started using it as my default podcast app. Download and use Newsly for free from www.newsly.me or from the link in the description. Use the promo code MrGentleman that I will also put in the description and receive 1 month free premium subscription. So you already know, y'all, download Newsly now. Check it out. Support them, y'all. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, your host of MrGentleman Like That Podcast, and enjoy the show. You are now listening to MrGentleman Like That Podcast presents Date Night Talk Podcast with Ken, aka MrGentleman,
and your girl Vanna B. Tap in.
Yeah. Everybody, this is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, 1/4 of the Premier Boy Podcast, and your host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And welcome to another new episode of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Date Night Talk Podcast. Hope all is well. Myself and my co-host, Ms. Vanna B, is back for another episode. And this episode, let's just say the honeymoon phase is over. So we're going to dive into the toxic and relationship. Basically all the bad. And y'all already know what to do. Sit back, relax, and I'll be right back.
Hey, this is Naya Rumay, and you are listening to MrGentleman's Lifestyle Podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman of MrGentleman Like That Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by MrGentleman Like That Podcast, where we bring many guests telling about their stories about their brand they got going on. Also about me telling y'all my personal stories about things that are going on in my life. Also, we have many spin-off shows on MrGentleman Like That Podcast called The Old School Show, with myself and the Star Writing Rod, where we talk anything old school, which happen every 4th or 5th Sunday at 12 a.m. on the MrGentleman Like That Podcast Network, and another spin-off show called A Conversation About Music Podcast, where we talk to many artists about their music journey. And also we have a roundtable music discussion about anything music, and which should come on every first Sunday at 12 a.m. on MrGentleman Like That Podcast Network. And yeah, you already know, if y'all need a podcast to listen to, check out MrGentleman Like That Podcast. We're on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Good Pod, and many more. Y'all can rate the show, 5-star rating on Good Pod, Podchaser, and Apple Podcasts. You know, the more y'all rate, the more love the show get. Y'all can also check it out on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube now. Ken, aka MrGentleman, like that TV, and also support the website of MrGentleman, like the podcast, MrGentleman, like that podcast.com. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, and have a good day, night, wherever you're listening to this episode. Back to the show. Cheers!
Hey, this is your girl Vanna B, and you're kicking it and listening to my boy on MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And y'all already know this is another episode of MrGentleman, like that pocket presents Date Night Talk Podcast. And you know, I'm about to bring in my co-host, Miss Vanna B. Miss Vanna B, what's up?
Hey. What's up, friend?
Yes. First thing first, how are you doing?
First of all, it's very cold in New York City today. Well, the day that we're recording, but it's very cold outside. But I am good, happy to be here. And I also want to just give you your flowers. So happy 4-year anniversary to you. I know you celebrated it.
That's just...
So shout outs to you. My hats off, kudos to you. But it's cold in New York City, but we're good.
Yes, thank you, Miss Vanna. Yes, it is definitely cold. I'm not gonna hold you, it is cold. But we're gonna make it through. And as for me, I had a not so best week as in not feeling like myself. But I'm back at it, and once again, thank you everybody who checked up on me and continue to listen to the show. So you already know today, on Date Night Talk, we spoke about many topics so far. We had first episode, we had dating the first episode. Second episode, we did relationship. Woo, gee Louise. and now we are going. Now honeymoon phase is over. Yeah, it's time to talk about the bad relationships. And before we get to the main topic, let's talk about a toxic couple. How do you feel about this blue facing rock situation?
Not her of all people.
I mean, since we talk about bad relationship, let's talk about them for a little bit. How you feel about it?
Let's see how I feel about her and them. I just feel like I just need someone to hug her or something, because I just feel like it's so toxic to the point. It was entertaining at first. It was like, all right, cool. We're not cool, but we're watching it's going down. But now I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, this is some different type of. I just want her to get a hug. I just want her to, because she's okay with this, and it's not okay. I just feel like, again, from my opinion and my stance and so on and so forth, it's like, she's going through something, and this is not the person for you. This is not your person. There's no way, no way in hell that's your person.
Yeah,
it's not cute. It makes me sad for her. I'm not judging her, because I do feel like we all, especially as a woman, we all go through our toxic situations. But this is like, oh hell no, definitely not okay.
Yeah, I try my best not to follow the story, but of course it's not noticeable because they're literally in the news every week. So, and yeah, it's a very toxic situation. The fact that they keep entertaining this is making it even worse, And I agree with you. She do need a hug, I do feel like she need to make better decisions, and she just need to change that mindset that she's going through, because it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all, So, yeah. Also, it's a new couple alert. And we talk about this girl on the first episode of Date Night Talk. Miss Lori Hardy.
Oh,
yes, Miss Lori Hardy at it again. Miss Lori Hardy at it again. And but this time she dated my guy from Snowfall.
Damien Darius? What is
this member? I forgot. I can't pronounce his name, but he's my guy though. How you feel about them dating?
So it's kind of crazy, because I feel like she dates people, and like I don't know if she really looks at the bigger picture, because like once upon a time, her and Michael and him had a picture all together, and I'm like, damn, sis. I'm like, Honestly, I'm kind of over talking about her. I don't know how to feel about her, but I just feel like I don't know. Like, Michael B. Jordan, if you ever hear this, I'm here for a hug. But I really don't know how to feel. Like, I'm kind of not over talking about her per se, but it's just like, girl, like but again, you know what? It's in the sense of like, when men do it, we kind of just brush it under the rug. We just kind of let it be. But I'm like, girl, you and your boy was just in the same picture with him a year ago. So, hello?
Yeah, I hold you. That's kind of crazy though. They look like a cool couple. I mean, nothing much to say. I mean, good for you, Miss Lottie. Do your thing. Yeah. But it's time to get to the main topic. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, like, the honeymoon phase is over. So it's time to talk about the bad relationships, And the first thing we're gonna talk about is breakup. So tell us, tell us. Yeah. I know. So tell us a bad breakup story that you had.
I think so. Okay, so I'm gonna always be respectful to my past partner and people. But I think my worst breakup was my ex-fiance, just because I felt like in that moment, it was like, all right, like he proposed, we're gonna get married, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then everything went to hell. So it was bad because it was messy. It was messy because there were people involved. I was like people that were close to me involved in the situation, and not only did I lose my partner at the time, but I also lost one of my best friends because of they both had a relationship. They had a bromance?
Oh yeah, bromance.
Yeah, a romance. And so it was messy. I'm not gonna get into detail. I'm gonna be respectful. But it was just bad. It was just because, again, when I'm with someone, I'm 10 toes down. When I'm dating you, it's like, all right, it's us against the world no matter what. So once me and him broke up, it was just like, one is like, all right, well, I'm not dealing with you, but I was also doing shit behind the scenes that people didn't know that I was doing. Like, I was doing a lot of missing pieces of the puzzle. But yeah, it was to the point, like, once I lost my friendship over this person, I was like, yeah, this is messy. And it was to the point, like, even today, me and that person don't speak. Like, I saw that person probably 3 years ago, maybe. And it was just like, it's weird. It's just like, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with your wife. I don't fuck with you at all. That's transparency. Yeah.
What about you? That's crazy. I have plenty, but if I had to say one of my worst was probably dealing with my first love. Because even after me and her broke up, we were through on and off, so it was weird. But from a time that we officially ended completely as of not talking no more, not being friends, but the time where I went out for her birthday, and the time we two trying to figure ourselves out still and stuff like that. And as we on the date, she with some dude. She brought some dude on for her birthday dinner. I'm like, okay, who this dude? She said with her coworker, like, whatever. But I got a gut feeling. I got a gut feeling about things. Because usually, when I got a gut feeling, I knew something is going on. So I'm pretty much paranoid the whole night. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Something don't feel right. Like, you invited me to your birthday dinner, but you entertaining. They'll talk about when you supposed to work it out, but you entertaining this random dude, and stuff like that. As time went on, that night, we on the way home. She ended up kissing dude from my face. So I so I told her, like, you know what?
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. What?
Yeah. I would drop off in front of the house. She tried to be sneaky with that dude, and she ended up kissing him in front of it. Like, and I probably happened to see it. So basically, after the fact, like, y'all, like, yeah. So after that, I went home, head out, but like, y'all can't do this no more, yo. We've been on and off for many years, and you just continue to hurt me, and I allowed it, and I just ended completely, So I was So that I feel like it was one of the best decisions I did. It was, it was a lot. So yeah, stuff like that. So there you go.
I'm over here just flabbergasted. But you know what? I do understand because, like, definitely, like, for me and my ex, like, I met him when I was, 25? I mean, I'm a little. So it's like, sometimes I feel like, especially with relationships, when you have history with someone, you don't just want to, cut it loose or let it burn, or as you said, but sometimes you have to. Like, it's just like, it's any type of relationship or friendship in general. It's like, you can have history with someone, you can know someone since you were 5 years old, 2 years old, 6 years old. But if you're not pouring into me and you're not servicing me in any way, you know what? Bye. Respectfully.
But even after that, I still try to be her friend, but it just didn't.
Why?
I don't know. If I can hold you, back then, not now, but back then.
Wait, I don't understand why people, and I'm guilty of that. Like, when you want to be friends with your ex, like, why? Yeah. Like, what's the issue? We'll probably talk about that later. But it's like, why?
Yeah, I mean, I guess at the time, because I ain't like that now. Clearly, I ain't like that now. But at the time, I guess I do have, I do feel like we could still be friends and see what happened. I do had a soft spot. That was the insecure me. That was, to me, I didn't know better back then. I literally just turned 21. I didn't know better back then. So it's like, yeah, as you grow, you live, you learn. You live, you learn.
But I feel like, what, if you and someone break up, there's no reason, and not you, it's like in general. Like, there's no reason for you to be friends with them. Like, I think that you wasn't servicing me when we were together, so why am I gonna be friends with you? Like, why would I even allow you to get into my personal space like that? Like, why?
Yeah, but as of that, I don't do like now. I don't be friends with my exes now, but that was back then. But yeah, that was a breakup story. This has to be pretty interesting. So next, let's dive into cheating. So my question to you is, have you ever been cheated on, or have you ever cheated with somebody?
Yes, I've been cheated on. Yes, I have. Have I cheated on someone? Like, when the shit happened? Yes. Excuse me. When it happened, yes. And honestly, so I feel like this can kind of go a lot of different ways. I feel like there's two types of cheating. There's a physical aspect which happens, but then there's emotionally cheating.
Yep.
And I think emotionally, that's the one that hurts the most. That's the one that, like, I just can't get over. Like, I will never get over that. For you to go and you want to go ahead and bless the place and do whatever, we can talk about it. But for you to confide in someone as a woman, not as a woman, you confide in another female or person, that's a different type of situation. And I'm not okay with cheating. Like, cheating it's a deal breaker for me. Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot for me to get back to, like, who I was when I'm your partner. But yes, I have. Yeah, it's just a lot. A lot.
No, I've definitely been cheated on. I never cheated, unless you count flirting not cheating. I did flirt in a relationship, but as in terms of physical, I never did physical at all.
That's the thing. Do we consider? Okay, so I want to.
That's another question. No, that's another question. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
That's another question. But you mean physical? Why? No, I never physical cheated. Emotionally, maybe I have probably emotionally cheated. Like, while I was with somebody, I would think about somebody else. That's tend to happen, but yeah. Do you have a? Yeah.
What do you think? For you? What's the worst for you? Physically cheating or emotionally cheating? Like, what's the worst for you? Like, what's the the one that hurt you the most?
Well, honestly, both does, because physically, you actually dealing with the person. You actually doing, you doing what's with the person. Yeah, and you don't know about it. Emotionally hurt too, because you're thinking they for you, but they've been moved on. And when you don't know that they moved on. Honestly, both is bad. Honestly, you think about it.
Who do you think cheats better, men or women?
Woman, definitely woman.
Why is that? Okay, we're gonna have a lot of conversations today now.
I say woman because y'all smarter. So it's like if a woman cheated, we would never. We not gonna look into your phone like that. Cause in our head, we automatically trust y'all. While we think things is good, and y'all eyes things is already bad. Y'all mind's already made up before we actually find out that your mind is made up. So yeah, I'm gonna say women cheat. I'm gonna say women cheat more than men because y'all smarter. Y'all already planned stuff out already.
And here's the thing, though, as far as, and I feel like I'm going to get whatever, but for a woman to cheat on you, that means that she has literally tried every, like, avenue to reach you. Like, she's expressing how she's feeling or what she doesn't like or so on and so forth. For us to go out and, number one, it's just, being a woman, this is one thing. But for us to go out and have that time, and it's not even the physical aspect, it's the emotional, like, for us to be able to have a conversation. We went out, like, we giving you your time. We've been trying to, like, say to you, like, you know what, friend? Well, not friend. You know what, sir? Like, this is what I need from you. I'm not getting it from you. And I'm telling you this vocally, but it's too much. We're nagging now.
Yeah, so, and I'm not going to hold you. Us guys, we don't listen sometimes, you know? And sometimes, yeah, we don't listen. I commit it as, you know, Amel. I don't listen when I notice the signs of a woman who tried to tell me something and I kind of, you know, misunderstood what you're trying to say. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So like we really like we will really sit there like kind of like, you know, again, have those conversations. It's uncomfortable. We're telling you, we're giving you all the signs. We're giving you like, look, I'm not happy. Like I want us to figure this out. So once we go and seek somebody else, like we have already checked out probably 6 months ago.
Yeah, yep, that's a fact.
We would definitely check out 6 months ago and then get like, oh, what the hell, what the fuck? Excuse me, but like, what's going on? You know. So my thing is that I feel like if you are with someone, gentlemen, side note, if you are with someone and she's complaining about something or she keeps vocalizing the fact that she doesn't like something, 9 times out of 10 she's trying to stay checked in, but 9 times out of 10 she might check out and then she's gonna go another route and you're not gonna like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You're not like that.
That's a fact. But now back to the next question that we spoke about when it comes to cheating. Do you feel it's flirting and cheating?
I'm sorry, I'm drinking water. I'm gonna try to answer this question and be as, you know, because I won't get in trouble.
I'll blame you. I'll blame you.
Do I feel like flirting is cheating? So, how do you feel? Because I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna see what you say, and I'm gonna come back to you.
I got it. Do I feel flirting cheating? I feel like it depends how you flirt. It depends how you flirt. That's what I think. I feel like it depends. Like, only way I feel like really cheating if it's sexual features involved. Say if you flirting, y'all texting, flirting like that way. Then that kind of be on the line because you doing this something with somebody else already. Your mind already, you know, doing something with somebody else. So I say my answer is it depends of what it is for it to be flirting to be cheating.
I feel like I'm about to get yelled at. Okay, so so here's the thing. Here's the thing with me. So flirting could be considered cheating. However, I will say the following. Sometimes, you know, I don't know if it's a me thing. And actually, no, I feel like I'm going to be very transparent and you can just interject and let me know if I'm wrong. If you're in a relationship, right? So sometimes, you know, we get comfortable in our relationships. We get like real comfortable. Like, you know, obviously when you met me on day one, you know, when you met me on day one, you know, we were locked in and whatever. 6 months later, we're locked in, so on and so forth. But a year now, because I can say that because I'm approaching a year with my person, it's like sometimes, like, you know, it's like I want to not flex. That's not the word I want to use, but I want to just, do I still have it? Like, can I, you know, put on something cute and like, you know, obviously I want my partner to, you know, love, like he loves the person I am and so on and so forth. But sometimes I want to make sure like I can still flex and be like, you know what, I can still pull someone if I could. So sometimes flirting may look like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure I still have it. You know, it's not reassurance. I don't want to call it insecurity. Maybe it might be. I don't know. But I do feel like sometimes I do want to flex a little bit to make sure I still got it. So that's considered. So maybe is flirting still flexing? I don't know. But it's like, you know what? Sometimes you got to make sure. Again, I've been with you for almost a year now, and I'm going to make sure that if I put on this little cute little dress, that oh shit, someone's going to see it. And they'll be, oh, you look good today. I mean, you're going to see it too, but I just want to make sure that I still got it.
Okay, that's a good answer. Because I'm not gonna hold you. Because by doing that, people that's single could tell when somebody's taken. And for some reason, single people seem to like you more when you're taken. I feel like that's a weird way. So
listen, I was single for a long time, and I got in a relationship, and all of a sudden, everybody was like, "Oh, checking on me." I'm like, "No, no." Like, it's like you men. Y'all be knowing. I'm like, yo, I'm in a relationship. Yeah, like I've been single for quite some time. I'm chilling. And the moment that it's like, yes, I'm in a relationship, y'all come out of the woods. I don't know what it
is. Same with y'all women. Same with y'all women. When I was in a relationship a while back, a lot of them started coming up. Especially when that one time I was in a relationship doing my nightlife days. It was the worst. It was the worst. But yeah. Well, before we get to the next topic, I just got a random question just to throw out there. Alright. So how do you feel about, when you dating somebody and you try to focus on one person, but the person you're dating is dating other people while in your mind, so you might try to focus on one person?
Nope.
Just a random question.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, I feel like, well, back in my younger days, let me go back. Back in my younger days, I think I was okay with that. But I think now, like, if I'm dating you, I'm dating with intention. But it's like, I'm not, but I'm also like, I need my time. I need my time, my energy, this, that, and the third. So yeah, I'm not okay with you. No, especially if we do the do. Nah.
Okay.
It was almost like, I don't know if anyone watched was it You People with Lauren London and what's his name?
Yeah. I see that.
Yes.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah. So she was like, I don't just be doing this for anybody. So we go together. So it's like, if I'm giving you if I give you my time and energy, oh no, bro, we go together.
I ain't gonna hold you. When Lauren London said that, I thought about you when you said that. I was like, I don't know why it comes to my mind. This is what Vanna was saying. That's something Vanna was saying. So good thing you brought that up. It's funny.
It's like we go to, and which is funny because my partner, me and him watched the movie, whatever. So honestly, oh God, I feel like I don't know. Okay, I can kind of sum it up in the meantime. So like when we started dating and stuff, we were being grown, we were doing whatever, and we both said to each other, well, we had the conversation. I was like, yo, I don't want a relationship because I just came out of something and it was too much. And so I was okay with not being a girlfriend. I was okay with not a commitment. I was like, all right, it's fine, it's beautiful, it's amazing. And then you start investing time, and I'm like, okay, but I'm not a girlfriend, it's fine, I'm gonna still be single, I'm gonna be out in the streets and doing whatever I gotta do, and so on and so forth. But eventually he was the person that was like, yo, we go together. I was like, huh? I'm like, I'm outside in the streets, just having fun, taking cute selfies and so on and so forth. So what I say that to say that when we watched the movie last weekend together, it came out last week, so we watched it together, and I started laughing because I was like, it's so funny because we had one conversation and I wasn't the female present in the relationship. I didn't want the relationship. I was fine with us just having fun and being grown. And it's like, wow, I was like, damn, we definitely did it. Like, he was the one like, yo, we go together. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Like, what does it mean to be a girlfriend again? I'm like, oh my God, let me get my life together. But yeah, but that movie, but when she said that, I literally, she said it, and I started cracking up as we were watching it. She looked at me and I was like, yeah, I'm not that girl.
But the answer the same question. I know for me, I'm not really big on dating multiple people at once anyway. So I don't like when I already have my mind set and she already doing like in the streets. So yeah, I'm like I said, so yeah, so I'm like I said, I like dating with intentions as well. And if it's one person, I'm gonna focus on dating. And we usually go focus on one person. I don't like dating multiple people that way. And that just confuse things, you know.
And that's who it's like. And like for me, it's like I don't like I have too much going on for me to have to date multiple people. It's just too much work for me. It's like
exactly. But let's get back to the main subject because we got a little sidetrack real quick. So the next topic is, what do you feel is the definition of a toxic relationship?
A Sagittarius is toxic. I'm sorry, and when I said it before on Instagram, and people were like at my neck, like people that I love. But Sagittarius, y'all are toxic as hell. But toxic is anything Future Sagittarius. Well, no. Future is what, Scorpio? I don't remember.
I think it's Scorpio, yeah.
And my love is a Scorpio, which is hilarious. So it's like, okay, I think toxic relationships is definitely, honestly, if it comes to my brain, it's honestly Blueface and Shorty. I mean, I forget her name, but it's just like, it's someone that doesn't want to see you grow. For me,
yep.
Grow, elevate, be better, do better, and things of that nature. Someone that feels like they're so intimidated at the fact that, you know, you're flourishing and they don't want that for you. You know?
Yeah, that's a good answer. I agree with you on that. It's somebody who pretty much don't see you grow. That they want to repeat the same pattern, just to repeat that same pattern and not want to change the format, you know? And it just wants to bring nothing but drama. You know, that's a toxic relationship. You know, bring nothing but drama, and then feed it for the entertainment. And they want to see you mental, you know, they want to see you happy. Yeah,
definitely. And I think it's really, you know, and I always say to myself, and like even when I'm having conversations, and like I don't know if we spoke about it on the side, but it's like, you know, when you're in a relationship, like, you know, you're in it and you don't see, like, everyone's pointing out like, oh, this person is toxic, this person is bad, this person is this, that, the third, you know. But when you're in a relationship, you're so in love or in lust or whatever the case may be that you don't see it, you know. And so there are times there's red flags, but because we're in love and I believe in the person, their potential and who they are. And I'm like, and I will say at 35 years old, I can say, ladies, gentlemen, stop falling in love with potential, because I don't mean shit some days.
Yep. Definitely
don't mean nothing. It's definitely something that I had to learn, and I remember, like, my mom said it to me multiple times. But that's like, stop falling in love with potential, because potential, one, it don't pay the bills, it don't help you credit, it don't help this, once it's toxic, like, and once you start losing yourself, and you don't recognize yourself, because I can say that from my perspective was, I was in a relationship, and I started losing who I was. Like, I didn't recognize who I was anymore. I was losing weight. I mean, you know, I'm all for losing weight, but I wasn't losing weight for a good way. I was losing weight because I was so focused, and my intentions were on him and making sure he's happy and making sure he's good, making sure he's fed. And no matter what, he still did what he did at the end of the day. So again, I feel like, guys, ladies, gentlemen, don't lose yourself in the process, because it's so hard to get out of that hole. It's really, really difficult. It's kind of, I'm not trying to be all sad or whatever right now, but it's like, you know, once you start losing yourself and you don't recognize yourself and you feel away, bro, you gotta go. You gotta check out. That's toxic.
Yeah, but I know the next topic, we spoke about this a little bit last episode, but we're gonna dive a little bit more into it on this episode. A situationship, like, you know, if you remember Plug and Peace on Boyfriend Number 2, Girlfriend Number 2, or whatever that case may be.
Of course.
That's the side piece. So I'm gonna ask you: have you ever been a side person, or have you ever done the side person thing?
I'm gonna head out on this conversation. I'm gonna just go.
Are you right? Want me to answer this first? To ease your mind.
You can answer it. I'm gonna be ready. Yes, answer first.
Okay, so have I ever had a side person? No. Straight off the back, no. Have I ever been a side person? Yes, I have been a side person before. And I'm not telling the story. I told the story before on the show on my Valentine's Day episode, which, you know, dropping next week. But yeah, so the story about this is, I was promoting that Clubhouse Cigar. This was, I believe, 2014. I know, chilling, stuff like that. And, so I danced with this girl. Having a good time. I asked for her number. She said, no, I got a boyfriend. He's over there. So I would walk away. Usually when a girl say that, I just go walk away. I just told her, well, have a good night. Your man is a lucky guy for having somebody like you. So as I'm walking away, she came back and said, hey, wait. Here she had my number and stuff like that. So I'm thinking in my head where, I think she was drunk or something when she did that. So I text her and say, hope you get home safe and have a good night. She ain't gonna remember me, so I didn't think nothing of it. So the next day, I wake up in the morning and stuff like that, and I get a text from her saying, thank you for a good night, and hopefully I can see you again. In my mind, I'm thinking, don't she got a boyfriend and stuff like that? So, we took out a date and get to know her, asked her more about, the situation with her, the dude she dealing with. He say, I'm gonna break up with him, and stuff like that. And yeah, so me and the person went on a couple few dates. Me and her made it official. She broke up with the guy. So we made it official from then. But the guy was doing the picture. So I was dealing with a person for I guess 8 months. She was showing him as the lifestyle part. Even though he was an ancient dude. While I was in the background, nobody knew about me. I was in the background, but showing her the best time of her life, I guess you could say. Next thing you know, a year, probably 8 months later, I gave her an ultimatum, you gotta choose me or him, because I kind of want to make it serious. But then again, back in my head, I should have known better. But at the end of the day, she chose him. Yeah, that's the story.
So now it's my time. Oh my god. Now it's my time, everyone. Wait, hold on, let me back up.
Yeah, back up.
So you knew that you were a side dude and you gave her an ultimatum and she still went with the other guy.
The thing about it was, when I first started, apparently I wasn't a side guy, apparently. She keeps saying I wasn't, but I know in the back of my mind I was. But I just tried. I would try not to believe it, because I was really feeling her, and that I was really feeling her heavy and stuff like that. And she did break up with dude, so I think to myself that he wasn't in the picture no more. But in her public eyes, she told talking to everybody like he was through her boyfriend, I guess. But nobody knew about me. And stuff like that. It's weird. It's weird.
Well, I would love to unpack that conversation right now, but you know what? We're not going to do it. You know what? But shouts to her. You know what? If she's listening, you know what? You lost a good one. So,
yeah, Vanna, your turn. How you find? Have you ever had a situation like that?
Have I been a side chick before? Yes. Am I part of it? No. It obviously. Well, I don't want to say in my younger years. I hate saying that because it's so redundant. But yeah, I was a side chick back in the day, and I was I don't want to say a proud side chick, but I knew my position. And it's being a side chick, for me, my perspective was it wasn't okay. It wasn't. I didn't feel okay with it. It just weird. Not weird. In retrospect, it was all right. When it was happening, I didn't. Again, I was single. I was just kind of having fun. But in perspective, now I'm yeah, I've been a side chick, and I started envying what he and his shorty had, because that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then I messed up. Excuse me, y'all. I messed up because I started to actually fall and care for the person.
Yeah.
And that's when you F up.
Yeah.
That's when you get messed up. So, but yeah. And we had a good time. We had a great time. We would go out, we would have fun, we would do this, do that. And it's okay, this is someone I can see myself with. But again, he had a situation, so obviously we couldn't go to that level. But yes, I am guilty. I'm just gonna put my head down now. But yes, you can talk about me. But yeah, I have been a side chick. And for that moment, the feeling, it felt good for that moment. Like how he made me feel, even though again I wasn't a girlfriend, but stuff that we would do, or just like when I was around him, I was like, oh my god, like I love this feeling. Like I love, like he, like whatever I was missing, he poured into me. Like not poured into me, but he just made it. He made me feel good. It's a weird way. I hate saying it like that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it, because when I was doing with the person, and it didn't feel like I was a side guy, but I knew I was. It was that, if that makes sense. Like, because my mindset was not to be that. It was to be her main dude. But in her eyes, she just could not let go of her, ex that he treated her bad, And I guess when it got to the end of it, she realized that who she wanted. And that who she wanted, she felt like that because she knew her for a very long time, and she just can't let go. And she let go probably one of the bad things that could have happened to her, And yeah, I did feel for the girl, and it hurts, stuff like that. But like I said, like I've been saying, you live, you learn. I ain't gonna hold you after that. After I let you, I let you kind of score me for a long time. So I ain't gonna hold you, but you live, you learn. You live, you learn.
It definitely sucks, but I do feel like, when it comes to being a side piece, or not even a side chick, a side dude, a side piece, it's like it's a whole negative thing that goes into it. But yeah. I feel like there's a different type of relationship, or different type of not understanding per se. I don't know if that's the proper word, but like it's a different type of situation that you understand. Like, okay, well, it's one thing to be a side chick, and like you're just like, you're gonna just like flourish and be whatever. My situation was, I was a side chick, but like me and him had a dope ass relationship. It was like, yo, cool, like, yo, you my homie, we can do this, we can do that, we took a while, we do whatever. And again, in that moment in my life, I was kind of like missing something, and the same thing, I don't think like as far as you being a side, I hate saying a side dude, a side piece. So it's like, it kind of depends on like, where you meet someone like that. There are side pieces now, and I've seen it. Like, me too. I'm a side chick, and I'm proud of it. I wasn't proud about it because again, I started to fall for that person.
Me either.
But there's certain people, certain pieces that I've heard, they kind of brag about being a side piece. And it's like, no, it's not okay. I mean, not it's not okay, but it's like, it's just, no, it's not okay.
Yeah. But, oddly, if that wasn't the case, I think this would have been one of my best relationships I had. If that wasn't the case. But, yeah, cause even outside of that, like I said, we been having a good time, and we both was falling for each other, and it was cool, it was cool like that. We go on many dates, and we just having a good time, It's that, and like I said, that other part of her ex was in the picture, things would have been a lot better, But we go in that part there. But yeah. One next question that we're not probably gonna dive into because it's a lot more personal. One night stands. Have you ever been in one?
Hello. Yo, guys, I'm gonna just resign now from being a co-host. Clearly, my friend does not care about me and my relationship. And I'm like, I don't know who's gonna hear this. So I'm like, yes, I'm guilty. Yes, I have. Yes, partaked. Yes. Anything else? You want me to elaborate or?
No. You don't need to. I have as well. Once. Let's carry on. Next question. Social media. Do you feel social media is an issue in relationships?
Excuse me, y'all. So honestly, now in my relationship now, it's not an issue for me. Like we post each other here, like not even post here and there or whatever, but like I don't find it an issue. Honestly, I'm in a place where my person, my partner, not my person, my partner, when I post him, I post him, and it's neither here or there. But I do feel like sometimes, but I also learned that I'm kind of rambling, so I apologize, y'all. When it's important and sacred, you protect it. And I feel like I'm in a place where what I have right now and what I've learned in the past this situation is too important for me. 9 times out of 10, I might post him in a couple weeks or whatever. He's been posted, but if you don't know, you don't know. The people that need to know about my situation, they know about it. I don't feel a need to really be posting on social media. My concern, not my concern, is my thing is making sure that people around you in general, not females or whatever, they just know, like, yo, I'm spoken for, I have my lady, that's cool, and that's it. But yeah, I don't have a need to really want to, like, I posted him before, and when I did it, it was like, you can't really, like, because what I don't want is, oh, I used to talk to someone, so I know who that is, and whatever. I know what's up, his family knows what's up. Like, we're good, but I don't want you to post me. You don't have to post, but don't worry. Once you put this ring on his finger, though, big post, big thing will happen.
When it comes to my significant other, whenever I have one, it depends. I mean, I don't like posting people. I don't like posting people I'm dating on social media, honestly, because I like my privacy, stuff like that. If I do it every here and there, but I'm not big on posting my person I date on social media, because people like being in your business, and I don't like people in my business like that. So yeah, but we got one more question, and then we're going to quickly end this episode. What happened?
And then another thing is, like, what? So I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna be really curious, really quickly. But like, I'm his number one fan. Like, I'm his groupie. Like, I'm like, my bae is, baby, I love you. Thank you. I'm gonna go now because he's gonna be like, what the hell? But like, I don't. But yeah, like I'm his number. Like, and he hates when I say it. Like, I'm his number one fan. I'm all, like, everything that he does, I'm all for it. But again, we're locked in, so we're real solid. But I love you, babes. You gonna hear this?
I mean, as he should be your number one fan. But the last question, before we end this episode is: do you feel social media also destroy relationships?
I think if you allow it to, it could. I'm like really sitting here, like, thinking about it again, like, kind of going back to your previous question was, we don't post each other, like, we're whatever, it's fine. But it's like, I feel like it kind of depends on how secure you are in your relationship. And, and does being on social media or being whatever, like, not modify, I forgot the other word, like, does that give you, like, power in your relationship? I forget the word's gonna come to me later, but I feel like, again, like, no. But again, like, some people also look at social media, especially with celebrities, like, oh, goals. I want this, I want this, I want that, also, and so on and so forth. But it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's like, you have to know who you are as a person. You have to know who's the person that you're dating, and how that looks and how your relationship works. Because obviously, you have to really identify your needs and your wants, identify your love languages, which is important. We can talk about that later. But like, really feel like what exactly that you need, and not allow social media to kind of dictate how your relationship should go, because that's not how it works.
Okay, I agree. And to answer the question, I believe it's in a sort of sense it does depend how you do it. I know at one point it messed up one of my potential relationships because I was flirting online, and they seen it. So in that aspect, I feel like it could mess up something if you flirting online and it's something very distasteful. So yeah, I'll say in a sort of sense it could, but like you said, it depends how you do it, So yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely have learned, like, even when I was engaged before, and like, I feel like, and I kind of understand like how, like, when I was engaged, it was like, it was on social media. Like, he had stuff posted up, I had stuff posted up, and everyone knew, like, okay, they're together, and so on and so forth. Then once we broke up, it was like, you have to do like the questions and what happened and so forth. Honestly, me, I might just one day pop up married and happy, and that's it. Like, that's just like, listen, I might not tell anyone. I just might, oh, I'm gonna just get married. But I understand, because again, I feel like, and my perspective is, certain things that are important to me and sacred to me, like whether it's my family, my godchildren, my relationships, so on and so forth, I don't post all that. It's just like, sacred. It's important to me. I'm gonna nurture it, and when you need to know, you know.
That's a fact. And I mean, people do that all the time. People who say they break up with somebody, next thing you know, a couple months later, they marry with a kid. Yeah, so it happens. It happened. But that is the episode of today's episode of Date Night Talk. Thank y'all for everybody that tuned in. And thank you to my co-host, Miss Vanna B. Killing it as always.
Yes, thank you guys for checking in and popping out with us and cheer. I think I did it
right. But, Vanna, you ain't know what to do. Drop your social media where everybody can reach you. And do your thing.
Let me do my hair flip real quick, y'all. Of course, you can find your girl on social media. I'm on Instagram, Vanna, VANNA _BEE on Instagram. You can follow me there. My Twitter will soon be up, really, really soon. So we're working on that as well. But again, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And then, it's only we're up from here.
Yep, there you go. And we got 2 more episodes left of season 1 of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Date Night Talk Podcast. So yeah, tune in.
Sure.
Right. You'll see us again. Yeah. And thank you, and we'll be right back. Sure.
All right.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and the Premier Boy Podcast. And this commercial is brought to you by the Premier Boy Podcast, where 4 public dudes where we talk about anything about the culture. Hosted by myself, Ken, aka MrGentleman, Mr. Aaron Sands from King Talk with Aaron Sands, the Star Riding Ride, who is also my co-host of the Old School Show, and Long Live the Chief Mally Mal. And we talk many topics from politics, music, sex, love, relationships, and many more. And also every topic that's going on in the news right now, many of our topics are very controversial, and the podcast show might not be for everybody because we talk about many explicit content, and yeah. So if y'all decided to check out the show, y'all be warned because y'all might need a drink or two. And yeah, because this podcast is so crazy. I'm shocked that it had not got canceled yet. So if y'all looking forward to listen to the Premier Boy Podcast, check it out on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and many more. Each and every Wednesday at 12 a.m. You can check out the Premier Boy Podcast with myself, Mr. Aaron Sands, Star Riding Rod, and Long Live the Chief Mally Mal. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman. Have a good day and night wherever you're listening to this episode. Now back to the show. Yeah! I just want to take the time to thank everybody for tuning in to this latest episode of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Date Night Talk Podcast. Thank you to my co-host, Miss Vanna B, for doing this show with me. It's always a good time doing the show with you, and thank you for always want to do this. And don't worry, we have another new episode of Date Night Talk Podcast this Thursday at 12 a.m., so look out for that. Y'all already know where I'm at every Sundays with the Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Each and every Sundays at 12 a.m. We are Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Pods, and many more. Y'all can rate the show 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, and Podchasers. The more y'all rate the show, the more people know about the Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. I have a very special announcement coming soon. MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast will have a second new home officially on Thursdays. And on Thursday, we will have the Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Pocket Presents the Spinoff series Thursdays, where this will be the official shows for all of my spin-off series, like the Old School Show, A Conversation About Music Podcast, and Date Night Talk Podcast. So starting in May, Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Pocket Presents Spinoff series Thursdays. So Thursday would be the new home for all of the spin-off shows. A Conversation About Music Podcast, Date Night Talk Podcast, and the Old School Show. Yeah, so look out for that. And the first show that we'll be launching on this new block is the new season of A Conversation About Music Podcast, starting in May. Season 2, starting in May. So yeah, look out for more information in the next coming weeks. Also, season 6 of Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast return next week for the Valentine's Day episode. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, y'all can also check me out on the Premier Boy Podcast with myself, Aaron Keaton Sands, the Star Rider Rod, and Long Live the Chief Molly Mel. New episodes of the Premier Boy Podcast every Wednesday at 12 p.m. New episodes of the Premier Boy Podcast every Wednesday at 12 p.m. on the Premier Podverse. Also check out King Talk with Aaron Sands, I'm the executive producer of that show, every Fridays at 12 p.m. Look out for the new show, Star Time Podcast with Star Rider Rod, coming real soon. And look out for the Bridge Podcast hosted by Long Live Chief Molly Mel, coming real soon. If you want to be a guest on Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast, y'all could email me a bio about yourself, everything that to do to my email, KenYPGENT@gmail.com, KenYPGENT@gmail.com, or hit me up on social media, Ken_Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken, KEN_Mr. MR Gentleman, GENTLEMAN, or just type in Ken Mr. Gentleman. So yeah, so that are ways to hit me up. Add me a Good Pod, Ken Mr. Gentleman. Good Pod pay cater to many independent podcasters. We can rate each other, so we see what everybody listening to, and we have the charts. So at the time, I will be doing the chart review. And this week, we got the chart review for Good Pod to see where is Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast at this week. And we are for top 100 shows. We are number 3 for top 100 shows. We are number 2 for society and culture. So once again, thank y'all for continuing to listen and support Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast, whether it's the main series or the spin-off series, the Old School Show, A Conversation About Music Podcast, Date Night Talk. I thank y'all for continuing to support Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast. It really means a lot. Once again, I thank y'all. I got a little updates on the Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast merch store that we are partnership with Team Public. New merch is coming soon. Right now, we are rebuilding the store. So we got new merch, new designs coming real soon. And also check out the website, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com. You can check out every episode of Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast. Check out every guest profiles. We have 55 guests. Y'all can check out every guest profile who's been on my show. You can check out every guest appearance that I've been doing. You can watch every videos. Y'all can buy merch. Y'all can buy me coffee and many more. Many ways to support Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast. And another way is to check out the website, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com. Also, continue to check out the 4-year anniversary episode of Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast. It's out now. And yeah, thank y'all for tuning into the latest episode of Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast Presents Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B. Second new episode this Thursday at 12 p.m. Have a good day or night, wherever you're listening to this episode.
This is Graham.
Sarah.
And Michaela.
From the Chime In Podcast.
And you're listening to
Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.